Funded on my jewels, I got all these grooves. First I drop my top, right? Then I slip my clothes, right? Trying on these bands, right? Who the fuck are you, right? First I drop my top, right? Then I slip my clothes, right? Trying on these bands, right? Who the fuck are you, right? First I drop my top, right? Then I slip my clothes, right? Trying on these bands, right? Who the fuck are you, right? Why you walk so cool, right? $1,000 shows, right? Fuck with just a Joe's, right? Fuck with just a Joe's, right? Fuck that bitch on Monday. Fuck her sister Tuesday. You is not a joy, right? No, I swear I know.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny McKinnon. Let's talk about Klay Thompson, one of the best wings in the NBA. Might be the most complete shooting guard in the league. Most complete? What do you think?
I would have said most complete. When I really like him, especially when he has his stuff going on, to play with a guy that has a little bit more intense to steal a little bit with the gun. So, his ball handling is definitely better than help with the playmaking things. But what I love about this guy, he can score in a variety of ways.
His defense can be stifling at times.
Defending NBA champion Golden State Warriors facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
Wow, nice, bro.
Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Golden State looking for Davis. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Pachulia is out there with Draymond Green. And Durant again at the three.
How about that? Just an easy way to get on the board. And just like that, Greg, the first lead belongs to them.
Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured. Remember, in preseason, Green was inserted. And he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb performer. Second-round pick. His emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Shoot from 12. The shot's good from Irving. Here's Golden State now.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long.
I hate that. These kind of fouls already.
And it's the Warriors to start out. Now Golden State's starting 5. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Green, and it's Pachulia in at the 5 down low. Love goes in. Green with the block, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Golden State on D. And a wide open look for Irving. Gets an open look and hits. Irving's got his team on the board to start the game for the Cavs. And for LeBron James, a remarkable step. Greg, he had increased his field goal percentage for 7 consecutive seasons going into 2014.
Yeah, a steep decline last season, though, back below 50%. Was it just the challenge of new teammates and a new system, or the mileage he's accumulated? This season may start to answer that question.
And so here's Cleveland following the score by Golden State. It's stolen by Curry. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And you know, with LeBron, he's played over 40,000 career minutes. He's played more than Larry Bird did his entire career, more than NBA. Iron Man Andre Miller as well. And those miles take their toll.
And for LeBron, last season, the longest injury absence of his career. I think he's smart to protect his body, though. If he can keep healthy, he can play for a long time at a very high level.
Now, here's Thompson. Irving drives in and counted. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Thompson against Shumpert. Thompson passes to Curry. 11 feet away, and Thompson sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. 6 to shoot. Inside, stolen by Thompson. Irving kicks to Shumpert. It's tipped. And even 3-on-3 break. Green dishes to Curry. Back to Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
And here is Curry following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Outside Green, outside Durant. Power down with both hands.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
And it's James missing.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Irving kicks to Shumpert. LeBron outside. And the jumper is good. LeBron's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
That's good. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 8. Now LeBron. Cleveland moving the ball around. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Textbook work. Close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
And the wide open shot from Green. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And it's 6 points for Draymond Green. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Dunleavy comes in for Tristan Thompson. Golden State also making some changes. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Pachulia. And it's Iguodala in for Durant.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there, and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
And Irving with the basket on the assist by Dunleavy. 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Outside jumper. The tray. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Curry's shot is off.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
To the middle, and stolen by James. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break that gives them the lead. 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Iguodala wide open. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
2 on the clock, and another basket for Golden State.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself.
We expect so much out of each other every single.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, and Clark, perhaps the most demanding of all are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, 2 guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Golden State looking at who they've got. We've got Durant. West is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Livingston in at the point. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively.